everyone, and welcome to this. That's right, it's a very first quick look at me in Wildstar. Everyone's going on and on about this game, and so of course I thought I'd better come along and check it out. Under pressure from Tallahassee, Rustia, we've got Steph, we've got Jenna, Blossom, Harmony, all those folks there that are playing this game saying, hey Sambo, you really need to check this out. So I thought I'd do a very short, quick first look video of my very first impressions of this game. You can see I've got myself a couple of characters here. Seraphis, who is a medic with crazy hair, and I'm sure if you guys have been following me along on Twitter or my Facebook page, you'll have noticed this and seen my crazy hairstyle. And I've also got Seraphi here, who is an Esper, I think. Yeah, there we go. She's an Esper, and she is, also got crazy hair. And you can see I've just basically played the very opening tutorial with Seraphi here. And I've got to say a couple of things. Firstly is there are a few bugs in the game still. And you can see here, I've got no clothes on. My character Seraphis has her clothes on, but Seraphi does not. And yet in the actual game, she has got her clothes on, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But I have heard that it's quite a common problem. So hopefully these guys will get that fixed. It's not the only bug that I've seen in game. In fact, I've had disappearing hot bars, crazy kind of quest logs that are half appearing on screen, all sorts of weird stuff. If you're wondering what my settings are, by the way, I've got everything set up to maximum everything. Some things can only go to normal. There is no high. So again, not sure exactly why that is, but and I'm also running it obviously in a borderless window so that I can stream and film. But other than that, everything is totally up full and everything is synced up as well. I love me some vertical sync because I hate screen tearing. Now, I'm not sure whether it's too loud or not, but I don't know, we'll just have to play by ear. So if the game is too loud, I do apologise. So I guess what we'll do is, rather than leap into my character that's already in the main game, I thought what I'd do is jump on this one here so you guys can see the opening of the game and see what the tutorial is like. We can have a bit of a chat about some of the things that I like and some of the things that I really don't like here in Wildstar. So without further ado, let's rip straight into it. And here we are. You can see we've made ourselves into the very first opening area. Now, I did skip all the cutscene stuff because I'm sure you guys have probably seen all of that 1,000 times on a whole bunch of other Let's Plays. But long story short, we're in space. We're on some kind of space station, and this guy here accidentally woke us up in this cryotube instead of waking his wife up. So basically, he opened the wrong cryotube, and we popped out. And there's emotes. That's right, so I'm obviously playing a human here. My other little character is the cute one with the ears. I don't know what race they are. I haven't got myself familiar with all of it yet. I don't know. Look, the graphic style is, I don't know what you'd call it, wowish, I suppose. Now, that makes sense because, of course, the vast majority of the people who make this game, Carbine Studios, are ex-WoW devs, and it kind of shows through because you can see they're very similar graphical style. So I like it. Whether I like it more than WoW, I don't know in terms of the graphical style. It seems very much similar to a lot of other games that are out there. We can zoom right out. I do like that, and you can see there that there is a really nice draw distance, and everything is staying at 30 frames per second in my case because I'm recording, 60 frames per second if I wasn't. So the game definitely performs well on my machine. There's no doubt about that. The UI seems okay at this point. I can't complain about it. I mean, you've got this great big menu at the side here. You have to scroll through this great big list of stuff. So if I want to bring up my inventory, there it is. Of course, I can just hit I if I want, and also there's a button down there. Look at that. I've got an empty inventory. Let's see how long that lasts for. Cool thing here is you've got a trade skill bag, and I'm assuming that that is for your crafting items, and that is a completely separate bag for those, so you don't have to waste inventory space, which is another really neat idea, of course. Other things like, well, you hit P actually actually to bring up your character. There's my paper doll. You got titles. Actually, do I have any titles at the moment? No, I don't. Your reputation, mounts later on in the game as well, of course. What else have we got down here? Let's have a look here. Action set builder. This is something that I have absolutely no idea about, and you can see it looks quite complicated, but I do believe that these are all of my skills and that I can build up a hotbar much like Guild Wars 2. What is this? Discharge, deal 4 technology damage to 5 foes. I'm a medic, by the way, so I'm assuming that I'm going to get some heals a bit later on. There we go, restoring health, yep, so that's where they are, and they're classed as assault support utility. And path, by the way, is kind of like a trade skill. I've obviously decided to go for the explorer because I love me some exploring. That's just me in a nutshell. Got our quest log here, which is empty, but I do notice that you've got a path quest log as well as a class quest log, and I do like that idea. Challenges here, don't know what they are. Achievements, well, they're achievements, I'm guessing. A group finder, yep, fine. Social stuff, you can see here that there's Tiger. Hello, Tiger. There's Rust as well. You can friend people as a character, and in fact you can see that here down the bottom. I've got Rastian and Tigerhawk Rosebud, or you can friend them at an account level as well, which is kind of cool because that means whatever character they log in, you will see them. So I like that idea. Guilds, don't know what circles are. Guilds, we haven't made one, and neighbors, I don't know what they are at all. So all pretty standard stuff there. I've got a mailbox there, and I really do like this. I've got a lore journal here, and there's nothing discovered yet. On my other character, I noticed that something came up that looked rather like a comic book, which is really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to understanding exactly what that is all about. The map here, you can zoom in and out. We've obviously got all these different areas. Here are some world maps, and before you can see any detail in a world map, it just looks like a bunch of hex squares. So I'm guessing that that's going to open up later on. I hope so anyway. How do we get out of that? There we go. And oh, by the way, down the side here is some really cool stuff. When you do go into a zone, you can see that there is a bit of a legend here of things that you can unlock, and I think that's also kind of like Guild Wars 2, and challenges, quests, missions, etc. And you can get rid of these panels if you want to. Very, very cool UI, I must say. What else is there? There's a marketplace, although obviously I have not done any of that yet. I'm skipping through these very, very quickly. Path log, I think that's the path quest. That's that one I was talking about earlier. Group finder, character challenge log, credit exchange. This is very interesting. If you've ever played EVE Online, then you'll know all about their in-game credit system, and this is kind of cool. It means that you can actually pay for your game time with in-game gold, and there's obviously a marketplace for that as well. Really, really like that idea. Good on you, Carbine, for including that one. My account inventory. This is stuff that through my collector-y edition, or whatever it is, the deluxe edition that I've got, and I'm not sure if I basically redeem this on this character, whether or not that's going to be available on other characters. I really don't know, so I've got to figure that one out. Perhaps one of you guys is able to tell me about that. And I've got entitlements here as well. None of those have appeared yet, so yeah, not sure on that one. What else have we got down here? Quest logs, social stuff we've seen, reputation. I've got trade skills. Yeah, this I don't know anything about, although I did notice this, a talent tree, and it reminds me of the WoW talent tree. So that's really cool. I really, really like that. But anyway, enough of that. You can see everything else is pretty standard. This is me, this is my health bar, it's my level, got my chat down here. Don't know quite how to whisper to people yet very quickly. I don't know if you can actually click on them. In fact, let's try that now. Can I click on, there we go, Tigerhawk Rosebud, and oh, okay, so we can just literally account or character whisper to her. So it's pretty easy, although I don't know if there are any shortcuts for doing that down here. We've got a combat log. You can obviously add a new chat tab as well, very similar to every other game, and you can lock that as well so you don't accidentally move it around, which is cool. I do like that. Down the bottom here, yes, again, we've got our bags. This here is our path stuff, and I'll get into that in just a minute, but it's really neat to have this element on the UI, and that's for collecting and gathering stuff, and we're going to do some of that in just a minute. But obviously everything else is pretty standard. F here, or click, or whatever. We can right click on them to talk to someone. If I want to, I just hit F.
I ain't one to ask for help, but I got no damn choice.
Got no damn choice. And again, apologies for not showing you the intro there, but I figure you can go and watch that anywhere else on the YouTubes. Basically, it is set in space. Although everyone said to me, hey Sambo, you're going to love this game because it looks like WoW and it's set in space. So it's right up your alley, because of course I do love me some space stuff. The thing is though, once you do get through this tutorial, which is all set in space and looks amazing, by the way, you get dumped down on a planet. And you're back down to just being a earthbound MMO. So yeah, I must say I was a little bit disappointed by that. Cool thing about these, if you notice here, you'll see that when you speak to NPCs, you've got a whole bunch of different options, and you can say not right now, but the white one will be the quest dialogue that just gets you straight through. Now, we're not going to read everything, don't worry, but if you just want to get straight to the point, click the white stuff. But if I want to go in deeper, and this is a really cool idea, I can click on the secondary option here. So I can either say, in this case, I'll help find your wife, because as I mentioned before, this guy accidentally pulled me out of cryo instead of his wife, so we've got to go and find his wife in the right cryo tube. Now I can just say, yep, I'll help you find it, and away we go with that quest, or I can inquire more. So we'll do that once here. Here we go. Your wife, her name is Sadie and she's pregnant. If we don't find her cryopod soon, she'll be done for. If that's all I want to know, I can click this and say, cool, I'll help you find your wife. But I want to know more. So what happened here? The cryogenics bay's gone to hell and everything else is shut down. Some backup generators are running, but it ain't enough to keep the pods powered up. Where's everyone else? Cryo sickness, what's that, etc, etc. And you do run out eventually, and you just have to say, I'll help you find your wife.
You get this done.
There we go, and we have got an episode that has been unlocked. So if I look in my quest log now, you can see, here we go, it's called Cryo Crisis, and you can actually, again, hide or show a lot of detail. I do like this, and there's two places you can do that. One is up the top here. You awoke from cryo sleep, and this tells you the backstory of the episode, if you like, that you're on, which is a really, really neat idea. I do like that, and you can hide or show that. Here it is, it says, here's how difficult it is, and it says it's intended for level 1, which is of course what I am. You've been awakened by Deadeye Brightland in the cryogenics bay, and you click on that and it actually takes you straight to the map, which is really cool. And he's asked you to help find his wife, and all you need to do is follow the objective here, which is follow him. Now if I want more info, I can click on this button here, and these are all of those buttons that I was clicking on in the quest, the optional ones. They also appear here, so it's really neat. There's my reward, and I can track or untrack that. I can sort this by finished quests, ignored quests, or active quests, and again, my path stuff will show up here, and you get a choice of 4 paths when you actually do create your character. But the other neat thing is here on my mini-map, which of course I can zoom in or zoom out on and open the world map from here. There are cool things here. Mini-map options, I can see all my options that I can actually turn on or off, like my trade skill NPCs, trainers, challenges, public events, vendors, instance portals, all that sort of stuff. I can actually turn that on, and I can have a rotating map, which some people like. I personally like to have a static map, so I'm just going to fix that, there we go, and show me rotating around. But there's 2 ways that you can see your path. Number 1 is the number 1 up here, and if you highlight it or rather hover over it on the minimap, it says follow him. Or if I click on this tracker down here and say follow Deadeye Brightland and click on that, look what happens. It actually shows me in world where I need to go, and that is really, really cool. Alright, so here we go, we've got a new objective here, and if I step back and go here, click on this, activate the main power generator console, you can see that this is it, and I can either right click on it or hit F to activate it. Alright, he's saying that should do it. Come on, here's some story.
Sadie, can you hear me? Everything's gonna be okay.
And yay us! Here we go, we found his wife. And again, the zoom out distance. Now this area here is to teach us about telegraphing. You can see it says there, watch out for the telegraphs. these are things that are on the ground that creatures and items project, and it's like stepping out of the fire in WoW. So basically, if you stand in any of these, and I'll do that deliberately now, there we go, we get zapped. So this is a bit of a tutorial to show us, I'll do it again, to stay out of these telegraphs on the ground. And of course that comes into play a lot later in dungeons and raids and when you're fighting other NPCs and other characters in PvP. So let's activate this, because again, that's exactly what we need to do. Activate the cryo console.
She ain't looking too good. She's got the cryo sickness. We need to get her to medbay, and fast.
Alright, there we go. You can see ride the tram is our next objective, and we can just follow that. It's all the way over there. I'd imagine that we need to follow this guy, and he's got his sick wife. Now, there's a couple of things. Here we go. I was just about to say, in a hurry, hold shift while running to sprint, and the meter beside your action bar shows how much longer you can sprint. And the tutorials in the game are really, really cool. They're nice and bright and colourful and easy to follow. And if I hold down shift, here we go, you can see this bar here is my little meter, if you like, my sprint meter, and that will disappear when it's full and show up when I hold down shift. So that's really cool. And the other thing you can do as well is dodge, and if I double click, or rather double tap left, right, forwards or back, it says dash is not ready, but that's also because my dash meter is not showing. Now I hope it's not bugging like it did last time I played this character, because I should have a hotbar there, and there is no hotbar unless it's going to be added in a minute. But there's a little dash meter like Titanfall, and what that does is show you how many dashes you've got, and you've got 2 of them. There's one backwards and there's one forward. I'm just double tapping W, A, S or D. By the way, for everyone who wants to know, yes, there is a dance, and yes, it is ridiculous. I do like my dance on my other character, who is a different race, a little long-tailed people. I don't know what they're called, but their dance is a whole lot better than this one. Anyway, ride the tram. Where do I need to go? I just click on the objective down here, and it does show me also on the mini-map. So let's get on the tram and see what happens. Okay, it was a virtual tram ride, but now we've got ourselves another cutscene.
Hang on, Sadie. We'll be there soon. Gotta admit, friend, I'm surprised we made it this far. Us exiles, we've been on the run from the Dominion for a long time. And this old ship's on her last leg. Strange to think that we might just finally get a new home. I wouldn't exactly call myself personable, but I feel like if we all just stick together, we might just be okay. And I ain't above shooting anyone who thinks different. It looks like we're here. I'm obliged for your help, friend. Glad I didn't kill you.
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of glad you didn't kill me as well. So there we go. Alright, let's carry on. What do we need to do? Speak to Victor Lazarin. Hello. Yeah, so very colourful, and you can see we're in some kind of med bay here. Very, very colourful game indeed. And let's have a look at the map now, and yeah, it's the same. So you can see again, there is our quest. What we need to do is showing up there, and the quests also show here as well. So yeah, easy enough to follow around and to not get lost, I guess. Hold down shift now. Let's have a chat to this guy. I do love the armor and the overall graphic style. It's very, very cool, although it does, I don't know, it looked a little bit samey once I got out into the real world, but that could be because I'm just in the starting area. Anyway, let's have a chat to him. Can you do anything for her?
Your work is not yet finished.
Looks like we have to collect some serum. Click on a quest objective to see where to go next. Alright, so once again, here we go, Medbay Mayhem. I can look at it in my quest log if I want to. I can see all of the additional information if I wish. And by the way, this is all very, very zippy. The UI is very, very responsive and fast, and I do like it. But let's click on there. Click on Sergeant Kara is who we need to find. So we'll hop over here. Hello, Sergeant Kara, and I don't know what race you are, but you look awesome.
Don't waste any more time now.
Okay, so Resonators of the Accord, I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's some kind of rep. and it's saying right click on your new weapon in your inventory. I for inventory, there it is, and oh, Resonators of the Accord is actually my weapon in this case. Okay, so that's interesting. So let's have a look at our character, which is P. I guess I can either drag it across or I can just right click and equip it, and there it is on my back. I don't know what they are, and my hotbar is actually showing up. Okay, that's good. It didn't do that the very first time I played this game. Now, I do notice while we're here, we've got a costume slot, which is really, really cool. I like that, and I don't know how it works, but hopefully we'll get to see that in the future. These are Resonators, so I guess it's kind of a bit of a play on paddles, I suppose. Paddles are like medical paddles. So what do we have to do now? Damage a malfunctioning medbot using your abilities. And that's down this way. Okay, so here are my abilities. Now, this... I know I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Now, this is the dash meter down here, by the way. You can disable them, which is really, really cool if you don't like them. But this here is 2 of 2. So if I, dash backwards or dash forward, you can see it goes to 1 and then 0, and you can see it rebuilding there, the cooldown in effect. Now, this is my R ability. Everyone has an R ability, and I think it differs by class or by race. I'm not sure which one, but in this case, it is landing a shield heal on yourself or an ally grants buffer for 15 seconds, which increases your shield mitigation by 25%. It's basically some kind of little shield or helpful ability, and normally, well, in my other character, which was an Esper, I could only use it when I'm in combat. Now, I don't know what these 4 things are up the top, but these are different per class, and definitely on my Esper, I don't have those. So I don't know what they do yet, but I guess we will find out soon enough. Here is my first ability. It's called Discharge. Now, let's talk about combat. Notice that on the ground, I have a telegraph. So let's do that again. 1, and you can see that it is situational depending on where I aim. And that's the thing about this game, is that there is no tab combat. It is not tab targeting combat. It is actual aiming. Now, a lot of people are going, oh, it's so amazing, it's so awesome that this game relies on skill. The thing is that when you fight, all I find is that I keep missing my target. So for example, let's say I wanted to attack this guy here. Now, I could walk up to him and right click on him. That will get his attention, but if I hit my number 1, I have to make sure that I'm actually aimed at him, because if I do this, well, actually, this is a bit of a silly example because there's such a wide cone on my abilities here as a medic, but on my other character it was very narrow, and in fact I should probably show you that. I might show you that at the end of this video. And it meant that if I was facing this way but tab him and then hit 1, nothing happens. And again, people say, oh, it's great because it's so skill based. I just think it's annoying. I think it's annoying, and I'll explain why in a minute. Anyway, V here, you can see here, vacuum loot. If I want to hit V, that is how you actually loot the corpses. V for vacuum. It's a little bit weird, I must say. Let's hit R. And again, that's that weird buff, and you can see it up here for 4 seconds, and power increases support power. I don't know, it's disappeared. I don't think it does much. Maybe it'll do a lot later on. V for vacuum. There we go, we've got ourselves some serum. If we have a look in our inventory, it's not there. I don't know why. I'm guessing because, oh, show quest items. All right, so that's down the bottom here. So quest items are separate to your normal items. I do like that a lot, actually. That's really, really cool. But yeah, look, there's this option in the setup. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'll show you in a minute. To auto face your targets, and maybe that mitigates this. Let's go in here and go to combat, and here we go. Move to target and auto face target. It's only PvE. It's not PvP, so it's very interesting. But auto face target. Let's see what that does. So I'm assuming if I tab target something, let's do deliberately tab target him, and then I hit number 1. Okay, so that gets around that. So it means I can tab target and then automatically just hit 1 and it will face the target automatically. Okay, so that does get around that particular problem, because I had an issue with that. I don't find it skill-based Well, it is skill-based, I guess, but I don't find that it adds anything to the game at all. It just makes it damn annoying because I keep missing my target. So all these people that go on and on about, oh, it's amazing, Sambo, you're going to love it, it's not tab targeting. Well, I hate the fact that it's not tab targeting, to be honest. I find that much, much easier because I just can't be bothered having to try and aim up all the time. So having this auto-facing absolutely solves that problem. So I'll show you again, hit escape, and go into combat here and tick that auto face target PvE only. And again, that's not going to do it for you in PvP, unfortunately. Then you really are going to have to be reliant on that skill. So that's my only complaint about the game so far, but it is mitigated by that one setting, which I do like. Now, another thing I've noticed here, look at this is crazy. Add-ons. Apparently there are a whole bunch of add-ons already. These are just the in-game add-ons, and I have no idea why there are so many here. I guess every feature in the game is an add-on, I suppose, how that works. You can reload your UI if you get any weird glitches like your skill bar not appearing. That's happened to me. That's where your reload UI, just like WoW, is. Sound obviously is pretty obvious. We've got all the video stuff we've been through. Chat stuff, you can actually change that, so I can make it large, font size, medium, whatever. I can say no role playing. Thank you very much. I can turn off the profanity filter, turn on my timestamp and channel label. I can also have it saved to a log file, which is kind of cool, I must admit. What else have we got in here? Our HUD, we can, I think, move all of these around wherever we like, and you can decide which elements to turn on or off, which is kind of cool. I'm just hitting escape here, by the way. Our key bindings, obviously you can change all of them. If you don't like the fact that P brings up your character, if you'd rather that C, then you can actually change that in the key bindings here. Nameplates you can turn on or off. I think they're bugged at the moment in the game, and there's a fix coming out for them. And of course you can go and look at all of your tutorials. There are tons and tons of them, but they will pop up automatically. So there you go. And again, it's personal, I guess, up to you guys. What do you think of the graphic style so far? There you go. We'll play through till we get out though. Let's keep on going. And I'm going to hold down shift here. I do like that ability of being able to figure out where you need to go. That is kind of cool. Heal Sadie Bright Hand. Let's do that. And she's got a little cog on her, which means that we can right click on her or press F. And there we go. We're going to heal her up. And now we need to talk to Deadeye Bright Hand.
Got something to say?
I'm happy to help out a fellow exile.
But I don't say that kind of thing easy. He'll be expecting you.
All right, we need to go and speak to a brewmaster, and sometimes this is a little weird in terms of figuring out where to go because it can point in directions that you can't actually get to. Someone is trying to call you on your datacron. That is this C here. I think this could have been done a whole lot better because I missed this the first time. There it is right there. Hit C. Explorer Winnie, nice to see you again, friend. Climb anything lately? I think she was in the intro, actually. All right, sure, let's talk. Now we've got ourselves 2 quests, and this one here is tasks, and I think it's pretty much to do with the path. But let's have a look at this and see if we can have a yak with her. Now, once again, it sort of points off into the middle of nowhere. If I was to follow that, I would just end up falling off the edge. So you kind of have to figure it out by looking more at the map. So, yeah, be careful when you blindly follow that. Let's see, where's Brewmaster? I guess they're all through here. There's some examples of what it looks like out in the world. Very colourful, very wowish. Explorer Winnie, where are you? Ah, there she is. No, there's Brew. Oh, they're both in the same place. Brewmaster, who's that? Greco? Let's have a chat with him.
You got another round in you? They ain't too far from here.
Alright, he's asking us to go and meet with a bunch of his friends, and that's cool. And there you go, once again, having a good look. We'll zoom right out of what this game's graphic style looks like. A lot of people aren't going to like it, definitely, there's no doubt about that. I can get drunk too. We'll go and get drunk over there in a minute, but let's have a chat to Explorer Winnie first. This icon means the object or NPC is related to the Explorer Path mission. So this is my path that I chose as an explorer, and that's what this is all about. Try interacting with these to unlock new missions and secrets. Let's do just that.
You got something for me?
Explorers Union, good to meet you. Got a mission or two for you.
Every corner of this planet.
All right, thank you very much. Let's have a chat to this person here.
New home to fight for on Nexus.
I think that is, yeah, talking to the friends that we need to speak to for Brewmaster Gecko or Greco or whatever his name is here. But these are things that I can drink here, and this is going to make me drunk. So, oh, she's having a bit of a sit down. I'm going to drink a whole bunch of them. Let's see if we can actually get ourselves drunk. And there I am. I've got the little spinny things. Oh, and I'm falling over. I'm pretty sure that will wear off. But liquid courage gives me a buff. Does 15% more damage. I like that. Now, if you wander around the place, you're going to find these. See this here, this thing here. This is something that's to do with my path here. And what I need to do is collect. It's basically collecting regents. So I need to run around and try and find these things on the ground, I think. Archaeologist, let's have a chat with you.
Just the person I wanted to run into.
Thank you. And now one more person to speak to over here for this Brewmaster Greco quest.
We'll never go back to Nox. Nexus is home now.
Yes, yes, indeed. Black Hood's over here. This woman is awesome. Will you check out her outfit? I really, really do like that. And her voice sounds cool as well.
What have you discovered? My black hoods are deployed, but you may serve my purpose. You will act as my hand in this.
Now, I'm pretty sure I have to take a teleporter now. Yeah, that thing there in the center is a teleporter to the command deck. But why can't I? Where are we? Brewmaster. When I was on my other character, I was able to do some of these path missions here. And they show up in the world. But maybe it's because it was a different path. I can't see what to do with them now. Can we chat with this guy? Use... No, that's just for sitting down. And by the way, that's how I do sit. Is you just walk up to something and hit F or just right click on it. There we go. Bit of a boring pose. I do like the pose on my other character a lot more, but I don't know why. Let's have a look in our log here. Go to our path. I've got no missions. Missions completed 0 of 0. Missions to discover 2. Discovering the Gambler's Ruin. Now, there are things to do here, and I don't know why they haven't opened up, because I really don't want to leave an area without doing my path missions. Let's have another chat to her just in case. The Widow's Web, and by the way, I will get as this a shield, and a shield is part of something. Where is it? I'm not sure if it's... yeah, shield slot up here. Everyone gets a shield. You can't actually see it on you, but it is something you can upgrade later, and I think it just literally shields you, mitigates damage, but I guess we'll find out soon. Well, there's definitely no clue for me to do any of my path things here, so I'm guessing that it's not in this area, even though it was on my older character, so I suppose I just have to carry on. Oh no, what's that? Here we go, what's this one? Oh no, that's actually, no, that's the place that I hand in my path stuff. So yeah, a little bit confused about that. Not sure, and it's definitely not these drinks. So I guess we've got no choice but to go through the teleporter. Let's do just that. Alright, quest is done. Oh, now I've got 2 missions remaining. Let's have a look at this. Log, path. Oh no, I don't know. I honestly don't know how this works. I'm guessing that it will become clear very, very shortly. What do we have to do? Deliver the Datacron to Commander Jurek? Looks like we've got a cutscene.
Commander Stonebreaker, we've arrived in the Nexus system. Stabilizers read go for geosynchronous orbit. Preparing to launch expeditionary.
Warning, impact detected. Hostile ships now in range.
We're under attack! Battle stations!
And apparently I'm running on the spot. But anyway, there we go. We are under attack.
Time to waste.
Explorer mission unlocked. Hit the lights. You unlocked your first path mission. Okay. Alright, so that's what this is about. There we go. Open a tutorial. Your Datacron contains all of the Explorer missions you've unlocked in each zone. So, yeah, if you're a completionist, and that's why I was concerned about it, I have got 2 that I need to do here, and I had 0 of 2. So before you leave a zone, you want to do those Explorer missions, well, whatever path you are. To unlock more exploratory excursions, uncover more of the map, shouldn't be a problem since you're an explorer and all. Click the mission title for directions to get to the unknown. So there we go. That is what I'm after. Apparently they are down there somewhere. What is that? I have no idea, but I have to hit the lights. That's my available mission. And again, you can expand that or not, and that is separate to this one here, which is delivering the Datacron to Commander Jurek. So before I do that, I actually want to do this hit the lights one. Turn the generators on to power up the spotlights on the command deck. Now, I don't know how I do that. I guess, do I have to go downstairs? Let's try it. I'm sure. If I'm going to go downstairs, though, I do know that they're going to get me to attack the enemy, so I might as well speak to this guy now.
Any news for me?
The Widow's Web. And there we go. Yes, sir.
You leveled up. Way to go, Cupcake.
Now, I don't know if you noticed that. That's right, Cheer. Did you see it said, oh, S-H-I-T. It said a swear word. It said, oh, beep, you leveled up. And that is an awesome level up experience. And I do love that because, of course, leveling up in a game should be a really cool experience. And they go nuts on it in here. So let's have a look in my inventory. You can see I've got myself a shield of defense. And I think that increases my shield capacity. So I'm going to right click and put that on. Gives you a brief little visual effect there. But other than that, unfortunately, you can't see it. Now, another little gripe I've got is that I can't grab my character and spin her around. That actually moves this UI element. Instead, I have to click on these stupid arrows down the bottom. So come on, guys, that's a bit silly. If you worked on WoW, that should have been one of the first things that you got right. Here is all my stats too, in case you are wondering. All right, so let's see. Let's have a chat with him.
Fubar. And then there's what we got here.
What's a Draken? What's a Makari? It's just telling us about these other races here. They don't stand a chance.
Tag 'em and bag 'em.
Right click on your inventory to equip the shield. Well, I've already done that, so you can see that. Here we go, kill Draken Berserkers and kill Makari Hackers. I'm just going to jump down here. I assume there's no falling damage. No, cool. Come on, I've done that. There we go. Alright, so there's the general, or whatever his name is. I'm guessing I'm going to have to go and speak with him later on. But let's see if we can do some combat and also find those generators we're talking about. Hit the lights. So apparently they're... See, this is what I mean. Apparently they're down in the ground. I don't know... Oh, so can we go down even further, can we? Are they down there? Hit the lights. Oh, they are. Okay, alright. Well, we'll just jump all the way down. So we are underground in the underground. There's a generator. Power that up. That is one. Where's another one? Over here somewhere, apparently. How do I get out now? Don't forget to hold shift. It's really, really going to make a difference. Oh, there we go. Okay, a bit of a jumping puzzle. And you can double jump in this game as well, just in case you're wondering. So jump, jump. And that is very, very handy. Once again, graphic style is going to be a personal thing. You're either going to love it or hate it. If you didn't like WoW, you're definitely not going to like this one, that's for sure. Holding down shift, and look at that, there's the other generator. Now remember, this is my path. There we go, mission remaining 1. This is a path mission, not my class mission. Nicely done, Seraphis. FCON sent in a couple of more troops. Now they're loving those searchlights. There we go, and you can see I've also got my rewards level up here, which I didn't do before. Let's do that right now, seeing as we're here. Welcome to your new level. Every level unlocks new features and bonuses. I've got a new class ability called Discharge and a new one called Gamma Rays as well. And if I hover over that, deal 62 tech damage with 3 beams. Each beam can hit one foe, but all beams can hit the same foe, which is cool. And you can click on these to take you to where it is that you need to go in the UI to be able to equip them. So I do like that. But this is my set that I'm building up. I'm going to use that set. Here we go. A class improvement in earned. I got attributes increased, which is cool, and they are showing up here, I guess, or maybe they're here, I don't know. Now I'm also not sure what these are. Yeah, some of these don't. See, there's a tooltip for some of them, and some of them don't have a tooltip, but it tells you here exactly what they do. You've got Moxie, Finesse, Brutality. I guess that's like Stamina and Int in other games. I'm yet to figure out exactly what they do, but it does tell you if you hover over it, which is cool. Welcome to your new path level as well, which is different, and you can see your path level is separate from your player level, but you still get unlocks. For this level, I acquired a new title. So I'm going to go to my titles here and select Drifter. There we go. So I am now Drifter Seraphis. Cool, and I'm level 2, I'm a medic, I'm an explorer, and my faction is Exile, and I'm a human, just in case you're wanting to add me as a friend. So there we go, we can clear all of those. Missions remaining 1. Right, Lord knows what that's going to be. We are, for now though, going to try and get out of here. I think from memory, I had to jump up here. Yeah, that's right. Now, there is a bit of platforming in Wildstar, in case you're wondering. Come on, run, run, run. Here we go. Now, let's see if we can attack these guys. Now, see that? There's the telegraph, and I am double tapping to get out of the way of that enemy. So, yeah, don't forget about those. And speaking of which, there we go. So all you need to do is basically step out of the fire. Now, to be completely honest, I'm not sold on the combat yet. And let's use V to hoover, although there is none. Yeah, it just seems a little bit awkward for me right now. I don't know if that's because I am used to WoW's combat. There you go, didn't auto-face that time. That's very interesting. Now, what is this doing again? It is 3 beams. Now, I'm going to stay deliberately... Oh, there we go, there's the 3 beams. Ground to bits granted. This is another little pet hate I've got in this game, is I don't know how to view achievements properly. Let's just step out of the way there. You click on an achievement toast and it comes up and it says ground to bits, but I honestly don't know how to find out what that was. Like, what did I actually do to get ground to bits? What did I do to get a friendly face? It's really annoying. Like, you can't actually click on it and it doesn't take you to the achievement itself. So I don't know where they are. Like, I can look at them in here, but it's an awful mess and I just have to scroll through a whole bunch of long lists to find out. I wish I could click on that and it would actually take me to the ground to bits area in the achievement list, and it doesn't do that. So yeah, another little stupid but annoying thing. Very, very annoying. Come on, guys, you can do better than this. All right, let's try some more combat here. I'm gonna put my R thing on, whatever that does. But it's definitely not auto-facing. Let's try this again. We'll just target you. Oh, now it's auto. Okay, that auto-facing is definitely a bit picky. It's not doing it all the time. So, yeah, I don't know if that's a bug or what it is. Now, the other thing too that I noticed in here, if you go into your escape menu and go to combat, you've got move to target. When spell is cast on selected target, player will move within range before casting. I'm going to turn that on because that means I can select this guy way over here out of range and then hit 1. And supposedly, there we go, and it moves into range. Now, it could be just because of the class that I'm playing here, but combat is basically clunky, is the only way I can describe it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's just slow, clunky, and awkward. I don't know any other way to describe it. Maybe you guys can help out. I mean, a lot of people say the combat in this game is great, but I'm yet to see it. And it's, again, all to do with this sort of weird aiming that you have to do. It's just not easy for me. What do I have to get? Makari hackers. Okay, these guys. Now, we're definitely out of range. Let's see if I click on that. Okay, it's definitely going to take me into range now. That's good. Now, I don't know if I'm meant to use the gamma rays first or the discharge first. I'm not sure. Here we go. All done. Nice job.
Talk to him face to face.
And now I have to teleport to the relic room. Yeah, let's have a look at these abilities once again. And I should probably go to my action set builder, or my deck builder if you like. Let's see, what does it say here? Freeform, no cooldown. Grant 1 stack of power charge. These here, what do they do? It doesn't say anything. So I'm wondering if these things here, these squares, are what's called power charge. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what it all means. Again, no fault of the game, but it doesn't explain it very well, and I'm a noob, so yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. F, use, what's that for? Is that a seat, is it? Use, F, use. Okay, it's that seat. All right, let's go through the teleporter and on to the next stage. And here we are in the relic room, and this does look cool, I must say. Look how detailed this looks. This is really neat. Look at all these books here. I'll slow down so that the artifacting on the video stops. It's really neat. It is really, really cool. In fact, if we zoom right out in this area, you can see that the game is incredibly detailed. This is an area that I like a lot more, and I wish there were more of them. I haven't seen any on the planet so far, unfortunately. What is this? Exile Accords. Now, I don't know if these are just lore snippets and they mean anything. I really don't know. There's a few of them lying around here. I know we need to speak to Belle over there, but where are these? I'm sure there were more than one lying around. Yeah, not sure. This also is something, I don't know, I think it's if you're a scientist, yeah, there you go, you can probably scan that. Where I'm an explorer, you can actually scan those as a scientist. So it's definitely like, you know, gathering herbs.
Report, sugar.
In WoW? Yes, ma'am.
The next part's gonna be more fun than a bag of razor tails.
Alright, now apparently I have to deactivate the bomb detector, and that's up there somewhere. I think that's definitely a bit of a jumping puzzle. Let's have a look in our inventory and see if I've got anything. No, so no more clothes yet. I'm pretty sure I get them soon. Oh, what's that over there? Oh, there's some more. Look, I don't know if these are lore pieces that end up in my journal. Let's have a look here. Path, challenges, achievements, quest log. Where was the lore thing? It's here. That's right, it's unbound. There we go. Nothing discovered, nothing discovered. No, so they are not appearing. Show all articles. No, so they're not appearing in there. So I don't know actually what they are for. Again, maybe you guys who've been playing longer than me could tell me and let me know. Anyway, let's shift run up here. Jumping puzzle. It was hardly a jumping puzzle, was it? Defuse the bombs. Maybe the next part is jumping puzzle. No, it's over here. No, actually, it's up there. Okay, so it was a bit of a jumping puzzle. Let's try that again. Oh, there's some more things. I don't know what all these things are. They're just like reading property. Yeah, I don't know. Again, let me know, guys. Let me know for sure. All right, let's go back up the stairs. Bit of shift running. Now, there is some lag. Oh, can you believe it? There is some lag in the game, and a lot of people are complaining about that, even in the US. I don't think it's anything to do with Australia specifically, so maybe that's just launch woes. And here we go. Here's the bombs. They definitely look like bombs. Alright, that looked a bit nasty. Disarm the primal F-bomb. Aha, F-bomb. Now, I'm pretty sure that's a jumping puzzle as well. If I remember rightly, we have to head over here. And then up here. Oops, don't want to go too far. Reminds me of Guild Wars 2 with all the jumping. In fact, there's a lot that reminds me of Guild Wars 2, especially with this skills builder as well. That's done a lot better in this game, that's for sure. There we go. We've saved the F-bomb. No one likes an F-bomb, do they? No. Return to Belle Walker down there. Again, is there jumping damage or falling damage? Oh, maybe there's a little bit there. Anyway, let's have a chat with her.
Fill me in.
And take the gambler's pants. I do like this part of the UI as well. Whenever you are in a quest and you have a reward, it shows you a comparative tooltip straight away. You can see there I've got a whole bunch more armor, so we'll definitely be taking those.
Down just yet, darling. Well, thank you for that, darling.
Thank you for that, darling. Now, she's got the worst case. I noticed this before. I'm going to zoom in on here. The worst case of buttocks implants that I've ever seen. Seriously. Come on. Anyway, let's have a look at our new pants. We go into inventory and then P for our character. Does that make sense? And there are our new pants. Let's right click them. And okay, look, in my other little Esper, they were shorts. So I'm glad that these ones are full pants because my shorts looked a little bit silly, to be honest. All right, what do we have to do? Collect the Galactic Explorer's Handbook. It's over here. Read it. Yes, done. Appreciate your help. My daddy spent years collecting this stuff. He sure has. It's a bloomin' hoarder around here, isn't he? He's worse than me. Be a shame if the Dominion blew it up. And of course the Dominion are the other faction. Compile the Tales Adventure. Okay, so what do I have to do? I guess that's what these are all for now. I have to go and collect all of the different parts of this book. 1 of 3. And if I click on the lore button, finally we've got some lore here, and that's kind of cool if you are into that sort of thing and you want to read that. I do like the fact that they've gone to that level of detail. Here's one up here. So we can either, again, just collect it, or presumably... Actually, can we go into the lore? Let's have a look. Galactic Handbook. Oh no, so that was just... Oh yeah, 2 out of 3. Tales from Beyond the Fringe. Okay, so that's what we're unlocking now. The Gambler's Ruin. Ah, so here's all the different areas in the game. We're in the Gambler's Ruin at the moment, and this is all the lore stuff that is in that particular area. I see how it works. Okay, very, very cool. I do like that. Alright, and one more bit over here. No, apparently that's not it. Where is it? Come on, where is it? Compile the tales. Maybe I just have to compile them in my inventory. It doesn't make it particularly clear. No, what do I have to do? Compile all the... I've got 2 of 3. So, that's why that was shifted over there. There's all my extra bag slots, by the way, in case you're wondering. Okay, come on, where is it? I'm looking for... Oh, is it that one down there? There we go. Open that one. Download that. Use... No, okay, let's lore, and there we go. This is what I wanted to show you before. Adventure awaits. Once you've compiled lore, it kind of looks like a comic, which is really, really neat. I like that. And if we get a chance to collect a whole bunch of these, then I'm going to be really, really happy about that. Okay, what do we need to do? Override the data cube shield controls. Pretty sure that's right here. Activate the Nexus data cube, which is that one right there. Awesome.
The time has finally come. As the Nexus project begins, we embark on the greatest scientific experiment in the long history of our people. And if we are successful, then we will have achieved what others have only dreamed of. We will have altered the destiny, not just of the Elden, but of the universe itself.
Very cool, and just remember to tell you guys too, the XP bar is down the bottom there as well, and that's my path XP bar, which shows me I am level 2, and you can click on it to get straight to where you need to go. Missions completed 1 out of 1, so you can see I am all done here. Operation Hit the Lights for this particular area, so I'm safe to move on, which is cool. And you can see my next reward for getting to rank 3 with my path is this here, a survival backpack, which expands my inventory by 6 slots. So it definitely is worth doing. You get some useful stuff. All right, let's have a chat to Belle.
Stars, where you been? My daddy says if you can't say thanks, you shouldn't be asking the favor.
All right, Datacron time. See.
What do you got?
To the defense, he's saying, get over here. Okay, I'm on my way. And episode unlocked. To the front lines, take a teleporter to the greenhouse. Greenhouse is where we need to go, and the greenhouse is a very cool area that I remember from my other character, and I think we're about to go there right now. And indeed, it is amazing looking. I've got to hand it to them this time. Look at that. If we zoom right out, if I can zoom out as far as I can, this is really cool. And you can see that we are in space. You can look up there. It looks amazing. There's the sky, this detail in the background there. And of course, being a greenhouse, this is an area where it is all grassy and it's cool. And it kind of looks like this down on the planet. Now, if you don't like this graphic style, you're not going to like the game at all. I'm a bit undecided, to be honest. It looks like a, I don't know, like a washed out WoW. It's like a cross between WoW and there was another game that had similar, I think Neverwinter, and a little bit Warhammer. So yeah, I'm not 100% convinced yet. But anyway, let's have a chat to Queen Myala Everstar.
Tell me how you're doing.
What do we need to do?
It's hard to let go sometimes. I can still hear the voices of the trees and Orin left behind on Arborea.
Now, this is about Vista missions, and of course, Vistas will be something familiar to you, and especially if you are familiar with Regina J. Lacerta. Vista missions lead you to areas overlooking vast landscapes. You can click the mission in your Datacron to pinpoint your exact destination. When the bar is full, you can click the checkmark button to call down your beacon. No idea what all that means, but yeah. Okay, whatever. This here, ascend the asteroid, surveillance. What does that mean? Okay, Okay, so it's telling us to go over there.
Stay focused. We ain't through yet.
Got to climb it. Find the Ascension Assistant if you don't see a way to get up. Okay, so I guess this is what exploring is all about. It's actually encouraging you to try and find things in the game. Now, that's the path mission. Also, we've got to do our other missions, which are our class and combat missions. In this case, we've got to, it's called Green Thumb, kill chewer attackers and rescue veggies by leading them to a safe planter. And it's the weirdest thing ever. So I'll show you what that is. So firstly, here's the chewer. And yes, I know I'm standing in the red, but I honestly just can't be bothered, to be honest. It's not doing any damage anyway, so yeah, whatever. V for vacuum. And here we go. This is a rescue seared celery. Here's a, seared celery. This is a piece of celery that is alive and has a face, and you can hear it there is following us. So yeah, there's them, and there's these weird turnip things. In fact, there's some over there. Let's get you. Now, I don't know if that actually did any damage, and it didn't walk me close enough to the target, so it's so inconsistent, this game. You know I've got that option turned on to get me into a safe and necessary range, but it just doesn't do it. Anyway, here's a terrified taproot or turnip or something. It's all just a little bit weird. Now, I need 5 of these guys. And I need to lead them over here somewhere. So let's do just that. I think I have to take them in here. Come on. Yep, okay, and that is 3 of 5 of those done. Let's kill some more chewers or whatever they are. Now you can use your tab, as you can see here, to target, but again, it just feels weird. Now another thing I noticed is that when I'm casting, I cannot, what's that? I don't know what those are. I think they're bits of the chewer. If you try to cast and then move, oh, it works on this one. In my other character, it actually interrupts casting, so I guess it depends on the class. So that's interesting. Anyway. Now, apologies folks, we ran out of disk drive space there, so I was doing a whole bunch of stuff thinking we were recording, and it didn't record, unfortunately. But look, long story short is that I made my way up the top of here and planted this, and it was just a very small jumping puzzle to get up here, and that was my Explorer mission done, which was nice and easy, and that means that I've actually completed all of those missions in this area, and I think we can have a look in here. There we go, 2 out of 2 completed. So, yep, sorry about that, but we just, in fact, if I can't remember where I climbed up. It's around here somewhere. Maybe they disappear. Maybe once you've actually done those missions, the platforms disappear. Looks like that's the case. Oh well, we'll just jump down. Why not? There we go. And yes, you do receive jumping damage. Yeah, look, those little platforms that were there have disappeared. But exploration is cool. So that means you've actually got to go and find things, and it's kind of like the vistas in Guild Wars 2, I guess. You have to go up, find them, figure out how to get there, and then you will actually get that explorer little quest marker done. What's this thing here? Ascension Assistant? What's he doing? Oh, this is, I guess, if you get stuck. Oh, that's what he made. Yeah, so this is what you guys missed out on before, actually, if I can even get up there. Come on, there we go. So, yeah, this is how I got up the top. So it was just, literally, when I say jumping puzzle, it wasn't really a puzzle at all. It just made our way up the top. But you did get a nice view of this area. Now, the quest that I did before as well, which you missed out on, unfortunately, was I had to take a whole bunch of weird vegetables that were stuck in the ground like here and lead them to an area, and yeah, that was very strange. In fact, here they are here. So very strange, these little pieces of celery and these roots here which actually talk, and then you had to lead them to a machine. It was very strange indeed. Anyway, next part of our story. Oh, actually, I hope I'm not sure how much of the combat we didn't see, so I'll just do a little bit of combat now. Just in case you missed out on that. Here we go. These chewers. Right-clicking on an enemy will actually activate your #1 ability too, which is kind of cool. Getting out of the way of the telegraph there. Now, I don't know what recorded before, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but you know how here I activated this whole move to target thing if you're out of range? It doesn't seem to work, unfortunately, if I use this. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Whereas if I use this one, it does take me into range. So, yeah, bit of inconsistency there. Not sure what's going on. You can also use tab to target as well. So it is tab targeting in a way. As long as you've got that auto facing thing turned on, then it turns into a little bit more like your normal sort of WoW combat. But it's still awkward if you ask me. And again, a lot of people say, oh, the combat's so good in this game. I'm to be honest, finding it annoying at the moment. Anyway, let's click on here. Here's the objective. We need to go and talk to Arwick Redleaf. And that's this person over here. Have a chat with you, see what you got to say. Hey, you, listen up. Kill Cassian soldiers that destroy Dominion turrets. Okay, so we've got to find... Oh, now these are cool as well. These are little boosts that other professions leave laying around, basically. And that's an HP boost and a combat speed boost. And my other character, I was contributing to those. So that's part of the path system. Kind of cool. All right. Oh, no, I've got to get closer, don't I? Can't use the auto-facing, or rather the auto-moving. There we go, and killing him before his telegraph had a chance to take effect as well. Come on, auto-faced. Yeah, see what I mean? It's just a little bit awkward. And we're 40% of the way through that quest and 33 of the way through the Dominion targets. Now again, I don't know how much I missed because of running out of hard drive space before, but this is the graphic style. I don't like this grass. I don't know why, but it's kind of half WoW and half Neverwinter Nights and a bit Guild Wars 2-ish. Not sure. And this is what the planets look like as well. So, yeah, it's okay, but I much prefer WoW, to be honest. But anyway, V for hoovering up. No, nothing to hoover up. We're looking for more destroy Dominion turrets and Cassian soldiers. Here we go. After you, thank you very much. Alright, turrets are what we're after now. It looks like I need 2 more. Now once again, I can tab to shift targets and then just hit my button to auto face, and I honestly can't be bothered about the telegraphing on the ground. There we go, and we need 1 more turret, and the music has stopped for some reason. I don't know why. It's happened a few times. Let's go into the sound while we do that, and I will turn the music volume down and then up again. And there we go. Alright, the high and the mighty Gambler's Coat. Yes, we'll take the Gambler's Coat. Thank you very, very much. Let's have a look at it. Oh, Warbot worries. Yes, we'll take care of the Warbot. I think that's a bit of a big boss that we've got to do. Alright, let's have a look at this new jacket here that we've got and see what it looks like. And plus 43 armor. And yeah, a little bit different. Nothing too flash. Okay, where do we need to go? Let's click on destroy the Warbot Infiltrator. It's over this way. There it is over in the background there. Okay, it is definitely a big boss. This will be fun. Let's see how hard this is. Come on. Auto, get in range, please. Alright, not very difficult at all. Return to Arwick Redleaf. No problem. It does look lovely in here though, gotta say. It looks very, very cool. Do like that. We'll run around this way. Now I do wish that the sprint lasted for a little bit longer. And I don't know if that's some kind of perk or buff that I'm going to get again in a future upgrade. Hopefully I will. And I must say it's a little bit weird without the music. I do prefer the music being there. Don't know why that stopped. Some kind of weird bug.
From the top. I'm sure I'll see you around.
Alright, new Datacron. Nexus Ho! How do I get off the Gambler's Ruin? To Nexus and beyond. Now, just in case you didn't know, this is the Gambler's Ruin and we're in space. Nexus is the planet, which like I said before is where we're going to head down to. So yeah, it's a little bit samey and normal from there. I was hoping it was going to be in space. But anyway, we need to go to the central teleporter unit. I'll get away from you. And that is apparently over here somewhere. We can have a look on the main map. And there it is. Shift run. And I'd imagine we have to activate the terminal here. There we go, and away we go. Now this is going to take us to a staging area, I think, which gives us a choice of a couple of zones on the planet that we can choose. So here we go at the terminal junction. Oops, that's N, not M. Departures Beta, departures Alpha. Speak to Evra Darkos. We'll have a chat with her.
I would know what you know.
Your time on Nexus is certain to be full of danger and adventure. Shuttles are currently leaving for Nexus. You should board one promptly if you intend to seek fame and fortune on the planet's surface. Take the Mad Doctor's flagellators. Yes, please.
Success will not win this war.
Prior to arranging passage to the planet, you must have the necessary information. Speak to the Professor, and she'll bring us up to speed. Alright, now, let's have a look and see what we've got in our bags, and I think they are the new weapons that we've got. Yes, and they are just a slightly different colour, and I'd say that they are more powerful as well, which is cool. But you can see here, we've got Alpha or Beta. Let's have a chat to this person that we need to speak to. She's probably going to tell us about the different choices that we have. What are these things here, by the way? They're probably more lore stuff. Now I'm not sure if we actually have to read these or if they're adding to my lore manual. Let's have a look here. I don't think they are. Data cube entry, Nexus, no, I don't think that. So yeah, again, if you guys know exactly what these do, please feel free to tell me. It would be nice. Meanwhile, we need to go see somebody. Speak to the hologram of Professor Rhoda. And they over here. And this definitely looks like a departures lounge, if you ask me. Very, very cool, isn't it? That's great. It's like being at an airport. All right, and again, I don't know why the music has stopped. Anyway, here we go.
I aim to learn all I can, and then some.
You're about to head down to Nexus, and the XAS needs your help. The most important mystery of all involves the Elden. They were here a long time ago, but they vanished. You've got to help us discover why. Use the hologram control panel hereabouts to get your first briefing on the subject, and I'll be in touch with you once you're on planet side. Okay? Done. Don't know what that did, but anyway, now we've got to go and talk to someone else all the way back over here. See?
What have you learned? One step inevitably leads to another.
Whoa, that was a big level up.
My people will always be in your debt, Exile.
And we got some more lore there, which is kind of cool. Alright, see our rewards. What do we get? We get a new PvP feature called Dueling. We get a new class ability called Paralytic Surge. And what does that do? It is, in fact, let's just click on that. It's, I'd imagine, support, is it? No, utility. Here it is. Deal 42 technology damage and stun 5 foes. Okay, so it's a stun. That's kind of cool. And it also destroys 1 interrupt armor, whatever that means. Attributes increased, so that must be these things here. Cool. We've got a new gear slot unlocked, which is gloves. That's nice. Thank you very much for that. A third slot is open. Okay, I guess that's the utility that we just looked at before. New zone, Northern Wilds, and new zone, Everstar Grove. Now, these here are two choices on Elizar. We've got either the Everstar Grove or we've got the Northern Wilds, and we can go to either of those. Now on my character, my other character, I went to, and let's zoom out again, I went down to the Everstar Grove, which like I say is very green and grassy, just like the area that we were talking about before. However, I've not been to the Northern Wild, so on this particular character I'm gonna, oh there's the music again, I'm gonna take, no, the music has stopped. Okay, yes. Just a little bit buggy. On this one, I am going to take a trip down to the Northern Wilds or whatever it's called, because I haven't seen that area before. And on my other character, which I'm sure you'll see in other shows, you'll see Everstar Grove, which is all green and nice. Here we go. Hello, Deadeye.
Almost to the end of the line, friend. Got a little steam left.
There we go. Travel to the Northern Wilds on Nexus, or optional to the Everstar Grove. And we're going to go to the Northern Wilds. And there's his pregnant wife, by the way. Alright, so how do I do it? Do I run down here? I presume so. This looks very cool, doesn't it? It's like we are on a dock in space. And that's exactly what this is. Very, very cool. So, yeah, once again, you do have a choice. Let's see our rewards. Everstar Grove, yes, thank you very much. No, I want to go to the Northern Wilds. So I don't know what it's going to be like, but we're about to see it. Embark for the Northern Wilds. Yes, we can't go back. Absolutely, that's the case. Here we go.
Transport 3, y'all are clear to depart for Nexus. Destination, the city of Fade. I got reports of Dominion patrols in the area, probably searching for undefended transports. Be safe and good luck.
Transport 1, you're hit. You need to get out of there. Scanning for alternate landing zones. There. You can just make it to the Northern
Roger
Wilds.
that. All passengers, brace for impact. This ain't gonna be pretty.
Anyone alive down there? Please respond, Shuttle 3. I'm detecting movement. We have another survivor down there. Repeat, we have another survivor.
Okay, I've got to say that this is already looking up for me, because can you tell, look at that Explorer mission unlocked, Northern Wilds survey, and that will be here. Survey the entire Northern Wilds area, which is really, really cool. This is awesome because you can see for a start, this is what the map looks like now when you start to unlock it, just in case you're wondering. But it is snow! Oh my god, let's just quickly chat with you.
A lot's going on, but nothing good.
Got an achievement there. Welcome to the planet. Again, no way of telling exactly what that is.
Get moving and fast.
Speak to another dude. Look at this. It is snowing. The other area, like I said, is grassy and green. This one, though, this is snow. Okay, I am absolutely going to love this. We won't talk to you just yet. Oh, wow.
Need to talk? Time ain't on your side.
Right, got ourselves another quest, but will you look at that? Okay, I changed my mind. This looks amazing. This is all snowy and icy and blue, and I love it. I definitely like this a lot more than I like. Oh my god, there's Yetis! No! Yetis, can you believe it? Let's see if we can actually try attacking one. Stun him. Yep, oh my god. Can you believe there are Yetis on this planet? Kill a Yeti on your way to the tower. Oh my god. Alright, this is going to be awesome. I can't believe it. I did not know that this planet was snowy. So this is going to be my all-time favorite. Oh my god. There we go. Cartography. Okay, I've got another explorer mission here. Place a Mayday beacon on the overlook near the crash site to call for help. I'm not sure what that's all about, but there we go. Well, look, we've completely run out of time, folks. This is amazing. This is definitely going to be my favorite starting area. I like it a lot more than I like the grassy green one. So, definitely expect to see more coming up soon. But there we go. A first look episode here with Seraphis and myself, Sambo, on Wildstar. Just something to whet your appetite if you have been umming and ahhing about this, whether or not you want to play this game. I hope that this has helped you decide whether or not it's worth taking the plunge. There are some things I like about it, some things I definitely don't like about it, but I guess I'll have to keep playing as time goes on to see whether or not I continue with this game, because, you know, I am a big WoW fan, but looking at this zone, mission definitely looks promising. Thank you very much for watching. On behalf of myself, Sambo, and Serapis, our little level 3 medics, I say take care. I hope you guys are having a great week wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We'll see you then, and bye-bye.